Hello and welcome back to Ventura County WORKS. This is Doug Foresta, and today with us is Rebecca Evans, Executive Director of the Workforce Development Board of Ventura County. We also have a special guest with us. I'll introduce him in just a moment. But our topic today is one of the biggest barriers to employment is digital literacy, having the confidence and skills to use a computer, apply for jobs online, and generally navigate the technology that we use every day. And that's why we're excited to talk about Northstar Digital Literacy, a free resource available right here in Ventura County. So joining us today is Eddie Jimenez. Eddie is the workshop facilitator for the Workforce Innovation and Opportunity Act Adult and Dislocated Worker Program, which is also named Ventura County WORKS. The Ventura County WORKS program offers Northstar Digital Literacy services at the America's Job Center of California. Rebecca, Eddie, welcome.
Good morning, Doug. Good to see you. And thanks for joining us, Eddie.
Yeah, good morning, Doug and Rebecca, and thank you for having me and providing this platform.
Absolutely. So we talk a lot on this podcast about the Workforce Development Board and our various services. So just so our listeners know, this is one of the programs under our umbrella of Ventura County WORKS. So the Workforce Development Board administers funds and programs to close the gap between job seekers who need upskilling and education and training and supportive services to be successful in their career pathway, and the employers who need a ready and skilled workforce. And we use education and training and services to close the gap between the two and to bring the two together. So one of those programs is Ventura County WORKS, and we have a lot of different services that are provided by different providers under that umbrella. So first question for you, Eddie, is just before we get into Northstar and the digital upskilling, can you tell us a little bit about Ventura County WORKS?
Yeah, thank you. So Ventura County WORKS is a program that provides job training, career development, and skill building workshops for people who need support finding or advancing in their careers. We focus on helping job seekers gain the skills they need to compete in today's job market, whether that means learning basic digital literacy, improving their resume and interviewing skills, or getting training in a high demand industries like healthcare, construction, and business administration. One of our key services is offering Northstar Digital Literacy training, which we'll talk about today. But we also help people with job search strategies, career coaching, and even access to vocational training.
That's excellent. Excellent overview of everything that we do. And what is your role as the workshop facilitator in all of this?
My job is to teach and guide job seekers through workshops and training programs at the America's Job Center of California, AJCC as we call it, here at Oxnard. And I lead Northstar Digital Literacy workshops, where I help people assess their current digital skills, work through online lessons, and build confidence using technology. I also teach hands-on computer training for people who are just getting started, as well as more advanced topics like Microsoft Excel and career-focused tech skills. Beyond digital literacy, I also help job seekers with resume writing, job search strategies, and interview prep. It's all about giving people the tools they need to succeed in the modern workforce.
That is so important because, one of the greatest benefits we have, one of the greatest tools we have is at the America's Job Center of California. You walk in and you can get directed to the resource room. And in the resource room, and it's not even a separate room, it's just a separate area of the big giant lobby there. And we have the words resource room, on the wall. There are computer terminals there. There are screens. There's also phones, printer, fax machine, anything a person might need. But I do think for someone who is not experienced in operating a computer or accessing things online, and perhaps a lot of their digital experience has been on a mobile phone at this point, they might feel a little hesitant to go in and just go to that computer terminal and know what to do. So I think what you do and the workshops you provide at all levels are very important, because we want to make sure people feel comfortable and confident with even those first steps and those basic skills, so that they can walk into any job and be able to do what's necessary. I mean, there are companies now where you have to interact with a screen before you can even get past the lobby or in for your interview. Given all of that, very important work, let's talk about Northstar Digital Literacy. What is it, and how does it help job seekers build their skills?
Yeah, so Northstar is an interactive online platform designed to help people assess, learn, and certify their digital skills. It's perfect for anyone who wants to gain confidence using technology, whether they're just starting out or looking to upgrade their skills for work. The program is broken down into 17 different skill areas, covering everything from basic computer skills to Microsoft Office, internet basics, social media, and even online security. One of the best features of Northstar is that it's self-paced and accessible to all skill levels. People can start with an assessment to see where they're at, then either work through interactive lessons on their own or attend in-person workshops at the AJCC for extra support.
Yeah, I was thinking, wow, there's all those different areas, like a number of different areas, including cybersecurity and some other very popular topics. Can you walk us through how that assessment works? Like, what could a person expect when they experience that?
Yeah, so Northstar is structured around 17 key digital literacy areas, each with its own assessment and curriculum. Here are some of the most popular topics or assessments they can take. So one being basic computer skills, which covers basics, how to use a mouse, keyboard, navigate a computer. Again, it's really good for beginners. And then we have internet basics, teaches how to browser the web, how to use different searching tools effectively, and how to recognize safe and unsafe websites, things of that nature. It also, one of the other ones that we're finding very useful, using an email, which helps people learn how to create an email account, send messages, and manage their inbox. We also have Windows and Mac OS, covers how to organize files, use settings, and navigate computer operating system. Microsoft Word is another one we offer, which teaches formatting, creating documents, and using templates for resumes or reports. Microsoft Excel as well, which focuses on creating spreadsheets, using formulas, analyzing data, a must-have for many jobs. We have Microsoft PowerPoint, which helps people create presentations, add images and animations, and present with confidence. Google Docs also, which is really in demand in the job market now, covers how to use the free online word processing for remote work or collaboration. Social media is another one of the curriculums that's offered, and it teaches responsible use of platforms like Facebook, LinkedIn, and Instagram for networking. Career search skills is another, which helps people search for jobs online, apply on employer websites, and tailor resumes. We also have one called Your Digital Footprint, which explains online privacy, security settings, and how employers view social media actively, when doing their recruiting. We have telehealth as well, which teaches people how to use online medical portals, schedule virtual doctor visits, and assess healthcare online. Another valuable one that we offer is online banking, which helps people manage their money safely using digital tools. And the last one I want to cover is cybersecurity, which covers how to create strong passwords, recognize scams, and protect personal information online. Each of these topics starts with an assessment, so individuals can see what they already know, Then they can choose to go through interactive lessons or join a workshop here at the American Job Center, where we provide hands-on instruction.
So who can take this assessment? Who is this Northstar Digital for?
Absolutely, yeah. Our Northstar Digital Literacy is open to anyone. Anyone is welcome to come, especially if you're in a situation where you're looking for employment, where you're looking to better your resume, maybe even sharpen your skills. Or maybe you already are in an industry but would even like to advance your skills within your own industry by taking advantage of the curriculum that we do offer.
Mhm. Yeah, I think that's one of the best pieces of information from this podcast and from all of the promotional materials that we've put out is that anyone can access this. Because we have people come into the job center with a variety of needs. They come from all different careers and backgrounds, different levels of employment. And I think we want to make sure people understand that, that America's Job Center of California is really for anyone. If you just need to come in and print out a resume or email a resume or use a piece of equipment that you don't necessarily have, or if you need to come in and look at job listings, talk with someone, or access one of these workshops. I mean, that it's all available for everyone, regardless of the field that you're in. And then, of course, we have priority sectors of employment where someone could engage with us and enroll in our services and work with a case manager ongoing in their career. But if that's not something that you necessarily need, you can still benefit from something like Northstar and increased digital literacy. So maybe say a little bit about like why these skills matter so much and what are you seeing as some of the outcomes and perhaps any success stories so far?
Yeah, great question. I believe, or what we've seen that's really, really crucial and critical, is that now 90% of job applications are online. So if someone doesn't know how to upload a resume or even fill out a form online, they might miss out on certain opportunities. And so we have a lot of employers that are looking for the skills which one can develop using Northstar Digital Literacy. Companies want to know that employees, they can send emails, they can create spreadsheets, they can use basic software. And ultimately, these are the skills, the digital skills that lead to higher paying jobs. Entry-level jobs often pay more when employees have Microsoft Office skills or customer service tech experience. So we really want to make it possible for the individuals that are using Northstar Digital Literacy to stand out now in a very competitive job market.
And what are we seeing in terms of that so far?
Yeah, great question. Here in Ventura County, we're very fortunate to have a very diverse population that reside within our county. We have county members who actually have different barriers, whether it's a language barrier, a cultural barrier, an economic barrier. And when we start marketing that we have the opportunity for them to take digital literacy and remove a barrier that leads them to sustainable employment, it's really made a difference. Also considering that Northstar, most of its assessments are not only in English, but they also come in Spanish. So it's really helped for us to help identify the barriers for certain areas of our community, but also giving them the confidence that, this platform does come in their native language and that they can access and have access to the same training as other members within their community. And ultimately, that's been one of the big successes that we've had, is being able to remove these barriers for different parts of our community, that face these uphill battles with employment. And so we're really grateful to Northstar Digital Literacy for providing such an extensive curriculum, but also that it's available in multiple languages.
Mhm. Absolutely. Because what we're really doing is we're serving all of Ventura County. And so we want to make sure that we are accessible, regardless of a person's barrier or something that they're working on. So it may be that someone is still, an English language learner at this point, and it would be helpful for them to build their digital skills in Spanish while they're also learning the language. So it's regardless of your level of proficiency, you're able to build your digital skills and be a more valuable employee, as well as, with some of those topics, also just be able to handle your personal digital needs in a more efficient way or a safer way. And that's going to be better for everyone in the community. Reducing some of that cybercrime that we see in our community would be helpful as well. So I think that's a great feature, just to make sure that we are serving everyone in the Ventura County region. So how would someone get started with Northstar?
Yeah, so for anyone listening who wants to improve their digital skills, what they can do is it's very simple. They can visit us here at the American Job Center in Oxnard. We're at 2901 North Ventura Road on the 3rd floor. Or you can call us at 805-648-WORK, which is 805-648-9675, and we can help you register for the workshops that are available. You can also come in and take an appointment in person and take an assessment. No appointment is needed for the assessment. So if you come in person and want to do that assessment, again, no appointment is necessary for that. And to really emphasize that everything is completely free. It's at no cost. And thanks to our partnership with Ventura County WORKS and the Workforce Development Board of Ventura County, because these are the resources and the tools that have been made possible to our county residents that need these tools and resources really to advance their opportunities.
Absolutely. Yes. And if you visit us, if you visit the America's Job Center at 2901 North Ventura Road, 3rd floor, when you get off the elevator of that 3rd floor, take a right. I'll say for listeners, you don't have to get in line for the receptionist. There's a receptionist right as you walk into the door, but you can go directly to the resource room. Is that correct, Eddie? Just
Yes,
go
correct.
directly to the resource area, which is we'll say the back wall of the big room that you walk into. There's also uniformed security right there that can direct you. If you say, where's the resource room? And they'll say, it's right there. So you don't have to stand in line at reception. You can just go directly to the resource room. There will be a couple of people there that can get you connected with the assessment and anything else that you need to use in that resource room, aptly named for all the resources that are in there. All right. So with that, thank you so much, Eddie. I'm going to turn it back over to you, Doug, to close us out with that last question.
Well, thank you so much. I think one of the things that that really strikes me is that, digital literacy is not a nice to have at this point. It is a must have, right? In order to be competitive in today's environment. So I just encourage people, what a great resource, right? A free resource for something that's so important. So I'm really glad and grateful that we can get this out there so more people can know about this fantastic resource.
Yeah. Any last words, Eddie?
Just the invitation. I'd like to invite anyone and everyone. Don't be afraid to start, whether you're brand new to computers or you just need to brush up. We're here to help. Digital skills that it can change your job prospects, your job opportunities. It will definitely help with your confidence, and it's going to help you build the future that you want. And we have such a dedicated team here, not just with the VC Works program, the Ventura County Works program, but with the Workforce Development Board in its entirety. We have such a dedicated team, passionate and willing and ready to help our residents of Ventura County.
Absolutely. And thank you so much for being a key part of that team, Eddie. Really appreciate it. Thank you, Doug.
Thank you.